Hi everyone. This is going to be a very quick overview of the GrafNCalc83. This is a piece of software that emulates the um, TI-83. All right, so right now I'm using this in a tablet. It's oriented in a landscape mode, but you can always twist it and it becomes you can orient it in different ways. All right, so pretty straightforward, just like a TI-83. You can type in numbers and then divide. There's no equal sign. Just press enter. Let's say you want to take this answer, 1.55, and you want to multiply that by, let's say, 36. You can, and you press enter. It's an algebraic calculator, so it's kind of smart in that it knows what to do. For example, in this case, you're going to multiply 3 times 3 and then subtract 6, which is 9 times 9 take away 6 should give you 3. Once in a while, it's a good idea to put parentheses, so you should put parentheses on those particular actions that you want done first. And in this case, 36 divided by 9, take away 9, gives you -5. To do squares, you could say like 69 and then square the number. That's pretty straightforward. If you want to, let's say you want to go like 1 divided by 69, right? Well, you can do that. You can say x minus 1 answer, and then it'll take you back. So it's a bit smart in terms of what the numbers are that's been calculated previously. You can use your finger to scroll to any place on this. And in an HP calculator, they used to be called stacks. I don't know what they're called for a TI calculator. But let's say I want to get this number, the 26.0, right? I can copy it, and then you can do your calculations with it. Let's say add 36 or something. You can use the log key. So you press log, you type in the value, you close it, and you enter it. So that's the log. The anti-log, you press anything that's in orange, you can press the second button first. Then let's say 10 to the x, and let's say -2, close it, enter, 0.01. Pi key is over here on the right. Let's say 69 times a second, pi, enter, and it gives you the numbers. As for some other math features, you can always press the math button on the left, and it gives you all these features, fractions, decimals, third roots. It gives you apparently something to do with sums and hexadecimal significant figures and so forth. So it has that for math, and then click on the top of here, number, absolute value, lowest common multiple, n divided by d, rotate, I guess, for matrices maybe, and so forth. Then CPX, probably for complex values, and PRB for probabilities. And probabilities, combinations, factorials, and so forth. Okay. And also a random number. Let's say if I click on random, enter, it gives you a random number. Interesting. Okay. Then I think you press clear to clear everything. That's important. Now, more closely for statistics. If we click on stats, you can see you got edit and sort and so forth. If you click on edit, you can type in some numbers. If you go all the way to the top, don't press delete, press clear, and then enter to clear that column. Same thing over here. Go on the top, clear, enter. Here we can clear and then enter. We should be able to. Oh no, go all the way to the top, clear and enter. Okay, it does give you 6, which is great. 6 columns. Okay, so this is L1. Let's say I type in some numbers very quickly, right? And let's say I do L2 as well. Okay, and we'll change this one, might as well. All right, so we have L1 and L2. These columns are used for calculations. You press stats again, and you can sort ascending. Let's say L1. You can see near the button 1 on the bottom, there's an L1 in yellow, so press second, L1, enter. And when it does, we press stat, we go edit, it puts the numbers in order. It might be helpful. Let's click on stat button again. Then we can click on calc. This is going to be very important. It has many different functions. The ones that we use a lot in statistics will be the one variable statistics for one variable. And now this is an updated version of GrafNCalc83. It didn't have this thing called the wizard before, and it does now. And it says right here, list. What list are we going to work for one variable statistics? And in the frequency here, I think you can leave that blank, let's say, meaning you don't need, there is no frequency for it. No, oh wait, I was pressing enter. This is something new. Let's press calc over here. And there it is. Okay. Gives you the mean, the sum of x squared, even though it doesn't look like an x squared. The standard deviation, the SX meaning the sample standard deviation, then the population standard deviation, N5, right? And then the 5-number summary. Very nice. Now, if we go to stats and edit, it just calculated the statistics for the first column. But let's say we had a frequency table, right, where the second column would be the frequencies, right, of the first column. So we can go to stats, we can go to calc, we can do one variable statistics because it's still one variable. And then if we go down, we can go second L2, meaning the second column would be the frequency. And then you enter. Oh, no. Then you press calc, which is very interesting. You don't do that with the hardware. And it gives you different answers, right? Look, n is 32 now, and the standard deviation is different, and the mean. So you got to be very careful in what you're doing. Let's go back to stat. Let's go to edit. Let's pretend that's 2 variables now, right? 2 variable statistics. Let's say L1 is x and L2 is y. So we press stat, calc, 2 variable statistics. Now we got L1, L2. You can always change those by using the second button and typing in what list. And it also says, because you could technically have a frequency for these points that you have, but there isn't. There is no third column. So we calculate, and it gives you a lot of statistics. So we can use our finger here, and now we got x bar, sum of x squared, sx, sigma x, n, and you can see that we have the min of x, the max of x, not 5-number summary, doesn't look like it. Then we got y bar, sum of y, y squared, sy, sigma y, and you also have the sum of xy, especially when you're doing correlation coefficient. And also regression, and it also gives you min y, min y, and max y. Okay, and you can see, you can scroll to look at the other pieces of information. This is very useful when you're calculating two variable statistics. Let's go back to stats, and in calc, there's regression. If you press regression, it gives you this interesting graph, which is not provided in the hardware version. And over here, you can see it says, if you click on X list, it gives you this sum menu. X list is L1, Y list is L2, and there's no frequency, it's just a 1. So this is good. So it's giving you A, which is your mean, B is your y-intercept, gives you R, your correlation coefficient, and R squared, which is 0.06. Very nice, isn't it? And you can see down here it says linear. Power, natural log, exponent, logistic. Interesting, isn't it? But we'll say linear. And to get out of this, you click on done on the right and you're out. Let's click on stat again and calc. And then let's look here. You got lin reg number 5. And it's the same thing. L1, L2, calculate. And it gives you no graph, but it gives you the numbers right here. It gives you A, which is the slope. B is the y-intercept. R square, and then R. Okay, we can go back to stats. We can go to calc. And as you can see, we have more. We also have a linear regression of A plus BX, where A is the slope and B is the, no, where A is the, y-intercept and B is the slope for number 9. And you have other calculations. Now, you also have tests where you can do z-test, t-test, two-sample, z-test, and so forth. Many different types of tests. And it also has an ANOVA on letter H. Okay, let's cancel this. Let's say you were doing, in statistics, you were doing something like normal distribution. You can see over here where the arrow is down here on the right, the down arrow, there's a vars key and it says distribution. If you click on second vars, it gives you this normal PDF, normal CDF, inverse normal, and so forth. A lot of times we use the normal CDF to calculate the probabilities within a normal distribution. You do the lower bound. Let's say it's a negative infinity, so it's -1. It's negative, not subtract. There's the double E where the comma is, second, double E, and then comma. And then let's say there's an upper bound, let's say of 52, comma, or 25. And then the mean, population mean, let's say the population mean is 20, comma, and the standard deviation is 9. And then close it, enter. Oh, syntax error. Let's see. Let's clear. Let's do that again. Second vars, normal CDF. We should be able to, it's negative. Let's say negative second EE. And that doesn't look right either. Let's do 1 second EE, comma. Well, I'm going to go to 25, comma, 20, comma, 9. All right. Let's delete that. Let's do it this way, but let's say 10, comma. Oops. I should have entered. I mean, that's okay. Let's go up to 20, comma, 25, comma, 9, close. Okay. There's something wrong with the when you do it in scientific notation, -1 e. Ah, I know what it is. Okay, my mistake. All right. Oh boy, not to confuse you. That's a second bars. Normal CDF, I forgot. So -1 second 99. There we go. Comma. Because it has to go, let's say delete. It has to go to 99, to the left, 25, comma, 20, comma, 9. It'll work now. Okay, sorry about that. And there it is. Normal CDF, second, bars. You also have inverse normal. Let's say you're doing a calculation of where it's going to be at 0.36 for being where you want the shading piece to be at that point. And then let's say it's 25 again for the mean, and then 9 for the standard deviation. Gives you 27 where that number is. There is the graphing portion of this where you can graph things. Done is over here on the left. Oh, wait a minute. One thing I didn't notice here, you can send it out. That's really nice. There's a y equals 2, where you can put formulas and solve them. We're going to go second quit. What else is there here? There's a sines and cosines that you can do. There is a catalog button on the bottom, second catalog, which you can change things or find things, and you can even search apparently. You can type, good. Let's say, I don't know. Is there a PR for a product? Okay. And so forth. Let's see. There is, of course, an answer key on the bottom where you can say 96 times, you can say second on the bottom, answer, the answer previously, enter, or you can say 96 times and choose a number that you like on what I call the stack, and then press enter. Very important that you press enter for the answer. Okay, that gives you sort of a sense of how to use this calculator. There's a lot more functions, but this is more of a quick overview on how to use it. I hope this was helpful. If you like it, please subscribe. Please tell your teachers. And there's a lot more videos here for your math enjoyment. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.